the confirmation based on milestone billing. So if any milestone is assigned to that particular activity, the activity get confirmed, then the WBS get confirmed, the milestone gets confirmed, and the WBS which assigned to the sales order which contain the particular milestone, there is one billing block which is automatically get removed, and you can be invoiced the customer that this work get now completed in the project, or this activity get completed in the project. So you can be invoiced, or you can be raised the invoice against that particular sales order. This is the integration of PS and SD module. This project execution order report, where you can be able to find out the order, the WBS, the project, the plan order or a sales order. So you can be get the order quantity, the material, the plant, the date at which the material required. This can be data get into the standard SAP report. This is the baseline and simulation, where you need to be maintain the simulation version of that particular project. Simulation version is providing you the snapshot of particular the project. So you can be do the what if analysis. That is, if suppose there are the project duration is around a 12 months, and after 1 month you want to compare how much progress of my particular project, so you can get the simulation version. So simulation version at the every end of the month gives you the snapshot of the project, so you can track your project that how much changes have done after second month, or you can be track your particular project history through that the simulation version. So these are the benefits for the simulation version, and later on you can be compare the each and every version through the standard reports. This is the progress analysis or earn value analysis, where you can get the cost to complete, milestone trend analysis, and the progress tracking. So there are different methods which is provided by the SAP, that is a work base, weight base or a cost base, where you can be track your particular progress of the project. So this is the transaction code CNE1 to track the particular project progress, where you have input project definition, your progress version, the period for which you need to be track the progress. These are some methods or parameters which is available for the progress values. The POC is nothing but the percentage of total work or percentage of completion of the work. BCWP is nothing but budget cost of work performed is nothing but actual percentage of completion into total cost. BCWS is a budget cost work schedule, that is a plan POC into total cost. Aggregated plan values, that is a POC weight assigned to activity that calculate the aggregate progress value on upper WBS element. Percentage of completion actual, that is the actual percentage of completion. Aggregated plan of completion, percentage of completion, that is the aggregated actual percentage of completion on the upper WBS element. So this is the way the report gets in the system. This is the particular progress analysis which is using by the weight based method. So after configuring this method and after applying this method on the particular project, you can get the aggregated, non-aggregated plan and the percentage of completion along with the weight. This is the work based method, where again you get the work of completion, aggregated plan, non-aggregated plan, percentage of actual work of completion can be against that particular work method. And this is the cost method, where you can be able to get the BCWS, BCWP, percentage of actual work of completion. So these are the several methods which is available in the SAP, and you can be apply those methods on the particular industry as per their requirements. The settlement of the rules, where you can be maintain the settle of that particular project, because as you are aware, the WBS is a temporary cost collector. So finally you have to end of that particular work, or at the end of that particular period, you have to settle the cost from the one object to another object. So in case of the customer project, you settle the particular WBS cost from the WBS to the GL or a cost center, or if it is a capital kinds of project, then you have to settle the cost from WBS to AUC, that is asset under construction, and finally from asset under construction to the fixed asset. As you are aware, the WBS is a temporary cost collector, so every end of the period or every end of the close of the project, you need to settle that cost. So this is typically periodic settlement for the capital project, where you have a periodic settlement to AUC, that is the asset under construction, and finally the settlement to the AUC to the fixed asset. This is the project closing flow diagram, where the prerequisite is that the before close of that project, the final settlement from AUC to asset, reduce the release budget, that is whatever that the unutilized budget, you have to release that first, then return that original budget, that is unutilized budget, you have to return from the system, then clear all the project stock. If there are the balanced project stock on that particular project, you need to return that particular, or you need to be clear that stock, that you have to transfer that stock from the project to project or a project to WBS, that can be happen. And finally you have to nullify the stock on that particular project or a particular WBS. Delete unused WBS element, whatever that WBS which is not used under that particular project, you need to delete that particular WBS. Update all the WBS element as a TACO. So whatever that WBS which have completed work, you need to do a TACO status on that particular WBS. Perform budget return check. All the budget should be get return from the system on that particular project, and finally then only system will allow you to close that particular project. Project information system. The project information system is nothing but you can be trace your whatever the reports in the which is provided by the standard SAP system, that can be view on the basis of the project, WBS and the network. So you can be get the confirmation of the activities, the relationships which is maintained for that particular activities, the milestone created and the milestone confirmation, the capacity requirement for that particular work, the assignment of the material, nothing but the components, and the PRT, that is nothing but the production resources tools. So this is a report tree structure. There are many reports available in the SAP which tracks your progress, that is nothing but the earn value analysis. Then your overview structure, how much WBS, what is the hierarchy, what is the level, what are the networks activity created, which you can be get in the overview structure. The change document, where you can be able to trace the changes done on that particular project or a WBS. Then you can be able to find out the cost, revenue, payments, budget, all kinds of reports through the standard T codes. So you can be get the cost versus budget, cost versus revenue, cost versus payment, budget versus commitment. These kinds of report gets under the cost, revenue, payment methods. Then the stock requirements, the production order report, reservation, purchase requisition, purchase order, kinds of report gets in the standard SAP. So which is comes under the, these all the reports are the project driven, and it will be showing you the project related all the history and the documents. So this is the project system database. So it can be views the project structure, profit center, cost center, investment programs, which is comes under the IM module, that is investment management module, workforce planning, and the sales view if there is any sales order or a customer order project is available.